trauma is a life-changing thing, and to be able to have my accident in Macon, and then there's actually a level 1 trauma hospital there as well, is significant. So December 26, 2017, I went over to my mom's house. The story goes that she asked us to come move a tire, us being my husband and I. And so we went over her house. We were thinking, you know, just a normal car tire. But this was a massive tractor tire. I want to say it was over 6 feet. I wanted to say maybe 500 plus pounds. So we proceeded to move the tire, and shortly after I lost my footing and fell backwards. So the tire enveloped my body and fell on my husband's leg. So he was able to wiggle from underneath it, but I wasn't as fortunate. I was down for an unknown amount of time. When the ambulance did finally arrive, they had to intubate me in the field. Of course, they had to try to revive me, resuscitate me, and they rushed me to Navicent Health, which is a level 1 trauma hospital. So I was out of work, I want to say about 4 months, which was amazing, as some would say, because they predicted it would take 1.5 years for me to return back to work. But I was adamant. As a therapist, I didn't want myself to become depressed, so I knew I had to do something in order to prevent that. And so for me, it was work. I had to keep moving, no matter what it took. So I went to work on very strict restrictions. I want to say maybe 3 half days at the time. And as I recovered, my memory got a little better, I realized, there's a lot of gaps that needs to be closed, and I had to get to work fixing them because I didn't want anyone else to fall through those gaps that I fell through. No one coming behind me should go through those. I think what makes it just a little unique is that I am a licensed marriage family therapist. I'm also a trauma network coordinator and also a trauma survivor. So just intertwining all of that together, I can help a patient with maybe any type of PTSD that they may be experiencing, or anxiety, or how to prevent them from maybe avoiding depression. So it's a lot of things that patients and their families didn't quite know. Like, what does life look like after this traumatic event? I'll get a consult, and they're like, you have to come talk to this patient to maybe encourage them that they can still get through this because they can see you. So I'll tell them my story, how, things is not always going to be easy. And this is going to be a difficult road. But as long as you are motivated enough, because you can't make someone change if they're not motivated. But as long as you have that motivation, that drive, that you can definitely push through this. I had to reframe a lot of things to just turn every negative into a positive, to give it a positive spin, to keep me upbeat and going. And I know my motivation, my biggest thing was I had to show my son, no matter what life throws at you, that you can still get back up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. So I had to be that example.